What's up everybody and welcome back to my channel. Look who's doing a 90 Day Fiance episode recap. Oh my goodness, whoa! The first couple up is Anny and Robert. So Anny has just been welcomed home. They said that after Robert's son went to bed, they got busy on the sofa in the living room, and the next morning they decide that it's time to buy Anny some new clothes because she left all of her clothes back home to her sister because she needs them more than she does now. And the one pair of clothes that she has in America are now sticky and wet. Robert plans this elaborate surprise shopping trip to take her to a secondhand clothing store where she hates literally everything. She says that she was expecting to buy Chanel and Versace, not Rainbow Couture. A sales associate comes by to ask if they needed any help and clarifies that the clothes are used, which totally blows Rob's cover. And you could just see the shock and horror in the sales associate's face when she realized she just blew up someone's spot. She literally just stood there frozen and shocked as Anny just railed on the clothes that were in the store. It was just so terrible and like pretentious of Anny. Like, Anny, you're a poor woman. Like, it's okay to buy some secondhand clothes. Even people with money do it. Like, it's cute. Like, you can find some really good things. You're not too good for X, Y, or Z. And like, it just felt like she was looking down on people who needed those kinds of services. So it was just very unbecoming of her. Though I can kind of understand where she's coming from if Robert like promised her a lot different of a life in America. This girl literally spent the entire episode bitching about the secondhand shop. She swears that back home she has the best of the best clothes, the most expensive, but listen, the nickel-plated necklace, the spandex body dresses, and ill-fitting bras say otherwise. In the evening, Robert takes her to dinner at a nice seafood spot, and she suggests that they get the seafood on their wedding menu, and he vehemently refuses. She then insists on having a wedding ceremony in Miami Beach, even though I'm pretty sure she doesn't know anybody there. By the way, does Rob remind you at all of George, like George and Visa George from earlier seasons of 90 Day Fiance? Because from what Anny keeps saying, Rob promised her the world. He was like, I'm gonna buy you the newest iPhone, the best clothes, you're gonna live so lavishly with me in America. Like, he seemed to have really sold her on a life in the lap of luxury. And now here he is on television acting like he's the victim of like some gold digger, even though he's the one who pumped her head with all these ideas and expectations of, you know, what he was gonna offer her here. Anyway, in the final scene of this couple, they are still fighting about money, which is going to be the death of their relationship. And he's calling Rob out for promising her the sun, moon, and the stars and not delivering on any of it now that she's here in America. And he keeps calling her selfish. She has had it with being called selfish, and so she goes, I want to sleep far away from you. And what does Rob say? He says, all right, then you're sleeping in the couch because I'm sleeping on the bed in my house. And it was just a hot ass mess. I feel like he kind of likes to escalate their fights rather than try to diffuse them, like even with his mock apology that he gave back at the restaurant. Like, he's always escalating the fights, though I can understand his frustrations, but I'm still team Anny because it seems like he did promise her something and is absolutely going back on his word now that she's given up her whole life to be here, and that is incredibly unfair. Neither one of them actually ends up sleeping on the couch because when they get back home, Rob gifts Anny with like lingerie sets, and she is so incredibly excited to try them on and bang his brains out in them, which to me I was like, no, listen Anny, you were supposed to hold your own here. You wanted certain gifts that were more for you, like clothes that you liked and XYZ. This lingerie is not really a gift for you. Like, Rob is buying that as a gift to himself, and you fell for it hook, line, and sinker. One of the funniest lines from this couple this episode was when Rob was complaining that she was such a different woman here in America than who he knew. Like, he thought that he had her all figured out in all of the 8 hours that he spent with her before freaking proposing. Oh my god. Anyway, you guys, what did you think about this crazy 90 Day Fiance couple, Anny and Robert? Make sure to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.